What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj. I'm finally back from vacation, and I started the 4-video series. Well, it's gonna be 5. It was the top 5 players at each position so far this season. And, I thought I'd finish it because I only did the series just because I was out of town. I gotta make some easy videos. The power forward one was kind of a train wreck, so if you want to watch that, you can, but it just, the first 3 turned out a lot better. But today is gonna be about the centers. Before I get into it, I give my usual message. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment an idea down below what you want to see. Subscribe if you're new. And speaking of subscriptions, guys, it's been unbelievable. I mean, the growth of my channel over the last week, it feels like I think I've doubled my subscriber count from what it was in the last week or something like that. I hit 1,000 either last week or the week before, and I'm all the way up to almost 2.8k. And when I upload this video, I might even be at 2.8k. So that's all pretty crazy right now, and I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, we're gonna keep making these videos. This is centers, top 5 centers so far this season. This is up to date, not like the last ones were up to date or the 23rd. This one's actually up to date of today, I believe. What is it? Is it the 28th? Yeah, 28th of November. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so top 5 centers so far this season. We're starting out with number 5, and it's Marc Gasol. And I find it kind of weird to put Marc Gasol in this conversation because he hasn't really been all that great over the last, I believe it was like 2 years. I mean, he's always been good, like a good player. He won Defensive Player of the Year a couple years back. Actually, no, I think it's only been like 1 year where he wasn't, because he had a kind of an off year last year. But this year, his scoring is up to a career high. It's up to 18 points per game. His rebounds are down. See, that's the only problem with Marc Gasol, is that his rebounds, he's only averaging 5.4 rebounds per game. 4 assists is nice, obviously, from a center. Almost 2 blocks. The block numbers are really good. And Marc Gasol is always a very good defensive player. Remember, he won Defensive Player of the Year. He's shooting 41% from the three-point line. That might be a reason why he's not getting that many rebounds. I bet he's out, just chilling by the three-point line a lot, because his offensive rebounds are at a career low, along with his just total rebounds. Like, he's just not rebounding enough. I don't know why. But that's bringing him down to number 5 on this list. More importantly, the Grizzlies are winning. I mean, Marc Gasol is putting up a really good scoring clip, 18 points per game. Obviously, I said the 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. All very nice across the board. And then, yeah, 43% from the field isn't great. 41 from the three-point line is. For a center, he's shooting 3.5 three-pointers per game. Before this season, his career high in three-point attempts per game was 0.2. That's up to 3.5 this season. He's making 1.4 three-pointers this season per game. It's been pretty crazy for Marc Gasol. You don't see the guy really shoot a lot of threes before this year, but now, I mean, he's just casting them up, and he's knocking them down. 41%. It's a fantastic shooting percentage for him right now. Yeah, that's number 5. Let's get to number 4. We got Big Cat. So Cat is playing center. I almost had him as an honorable mention for the power forward video, but then I remembered, yeah, he's a center. I always get confused with him because I initially thought he was a power forward coming into the league, but he's a center. 21 points per game, 9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.3 blocks. He's shooting 49% from the field, 39% from 3, so that 3-point stroke is up to a nice percentage. Karl-Anthony Towns has had an up and down season. Now, the thing with the Timberwolves is, at least as of a couple days ago, their point differential was positive, which was kind of weird because they're like, I think they're 5-11 now, right? 5-10 or 5-11, one of those. They just lost to the Warriors last night, so they might be 5-12. Sorry, I'm not looking at the standings right now. But the Minnesota Timberwolves are struggling. Their record, in terms of that, they're struggling. But for some reason, their point differential is good, and Karl-Anthony Towns has been good so far this season. His points are up to 21 a game, as I said. Rebounds are down, and field goal percentage is down. So I don't know if he's really playing better, but he was already a very good player coming into the league, and now, he's looking to elevate his game. Scoring has been a lot better. I mean, honestly, he's already a great player in the league last year, and I don't know. I mean, he's still that same player. He's had a lot of great moves. I mean, if you've seen this guy play so far this season, he's had some crazy moves around the basket. He's moving like not a center that we've seen before. The way that he gets around the floor, dribble moves, 3-pointers. Yeah, 39% from 3, and he's making 1.6 a game, so he's taking a high volume of 3-point shots. This guy can really do it all, and I'm looking for this Minnesota team to find their way to get a lot better, because they don't look very good right now, at least in terms of their record. Some games they're blowing out teams, and when they lose, it's like they aren't losing by a lot. But I don't know what's going on with them. They got to get those W's together. It's hard for a young team to find their way in the league. At number 3, we get to a guy who's just been absolutely killing it on the stat sheet. Unfortunately, it hasn't really been translating to the W's. It's Hassan Whiteside. Now, I'm not going to blame it on him because I know that he's doing all he can to get his team the wins that they can salvage. But the Heat are right now 13th in the Eastern Conference. They're not looking good. They're not looking at all anywhere close to a playoff team. Hassan Whiteside, though, is looking like an all-star caliber player and more. I mean, the guy has been on a tear, averaging 17 points, 15 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, shooting 54% from the field. He's being called on to do more things, and that's a reason why I think that his field goal percentage is a little down. It's about 7% down from it was last season, probably just because he's shooting the ball more. He's taking 13 shots a game this year compared to the 9 he was taking last year, so obviously the more shots you take, the less efficient you might be, or the harder it is to stay efficient and consistent. He's averaging way more rebounds. It's up to 15 a game. Yes, his minutes are going up, but also his rebound rate is up. Along with that, his blocks are down significantly, and you wonder what that's about. But, you know, this team has really struggled, and they lack a lot of good perimeter defensive play and just good all-around play. They don't have a lot of players that can do a lot. Goran Dragic has had a pretty nice year, but the guy is just not helping them in terms of, you know, this dynamic duo of Dragic and Whiteside. It should be better the way they're playing, and I guess besides them, they don't have a lot of players. I mean, what do you have? You have Dion Waiters, who he can put up the nice stats, but I don't really think he's a positive player. And then Justice Winslow, who's still developing, very good player right now, but you know, you want to see him become more skilled of a player. And Josh Richardson, another guy that you want to see grow, but they don't really have a veteran to lead them. And Goran Dragic isn't that guy. I don't know what's going on with this team, but Hassan Whiteside, regardless, has been putting up crazy numbers. Now, this might be a little bit of a stretch. Y'all might think it might be a little bit of a stretch, but I think it's safe to say that this guy, Joel Embiid, has solidified himself as a star in this league and should probably make the All-Star team this year. He might not, just because his minute limit is terribly, small. I mean, the guy's averaging less than 23 minutes per game, just barely less than 23 minutes per game, but that's not enough minutes. Joel Embiid needs to be playing 30, 35 minutes per game. Okay, maybe not. I know that he came off an injury and they want to play it safe, and that's fine because it's not like this team's winning a lot of games anyway, but the Sixers have been better than they've been in a very long time. They're actually winning some games. They've won 4 games so far. At this point last season, they probably only won 0 or 1. I mean, how many games did they lose last season before winning one? I mean, they were terrible at the beginning of the season. In Philadelphia, well, you got to think about it. This team is playing better, and it's all because of this guy. It's not like they got significant pieces. Ben Simmons is injured, okay? He's not playing. Joel Embiid is, well, in some games, playing, and he's averaging 18 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, almost 2.5, 2.4 blocks per game. That's crazy. In 23 minutes per game. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from Joel Embiid. If he was playing, 34 minutes per game, he'd probably be putting up something like 27 points, around 11 or 12 rebounds, 3 or 4 blocks. That's unbelievable. The numbers are insane. Joel has been insane. I mean, his block numbers are among the league best, and he's only playing 23 minutes a game. That's just remarkable. The guy has helped his team win games in limited minutes, and they're the Sixers. That doesn't happen. You don't see that, and it's happening this year. That's why I put him above Whiteside, because with Joel Embiid, I think they've been a better team than the Heat have, just because Joel Embiid can't play every game. They're losing basically every game he's not in. I don't even think they've won a game without him. If they had, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's just bad to see a guy resting games that they could be winning. And actually, I think they have won 1 game or something like that. But Joel Embiid, either way, has been a monster, better than anyone could have imagined. And he's making his way to the top center spot already. And he's just a rookie. He's played 12 games his NBA career, and I'm saying he's the second best player in the league so far. Second best center in the league so far. That's something. Now, no one's touching DeMarcus Cousins at number 1, so, y'all knew that was coming. This guy just continues to amaze. 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, a steal, 47% from the field. He's shooting 41% from 3. DeMarcus Cousins, everybody. This guy is absolutely phenomenal. I don't get it. I don't get why the Kings don't get rid of him already. His value is at an all-time high, and you're not going to win with him no matter how hard you try, because you don't know how to run a franchise Vlade Divac or Vivek Ranadive or anyone in that front office. It's just bad. DeMarcus Cousins he's showing y'all why he is a generational player. 28, 10, shooting 47 and 41 from the field and 3-point line respectively, and he's taking 1.7. Yeah, he's making 1.7 threes per game, taking 4.2 attempts of threes. That's ridiculous. He's shooting a higher volume than basically any center in the game, including Marc Gasol and Cat. He's taking higher than them, and he's making more than at least Cat. But 41% is absolutely fantastic, and DeMarcus Cousins is doing it. And the team has been better. I mean, they haven't been rock bottom. They've been better than a lot of people thought they would be, and DeMarcus Cousins is responsible for that. He's played incredible so far this season. I just want to see the guy play on a team where he can win, but the stats are crazy, and this is the best center in the league so far this season and for now. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm, again, thanking you all for the subscriptions and everything. It's been fantastic. Also, another thing to keep in mind, these lists are just my opinion, okay? They are not fact. I'm not asking you or telling you to believe what I say as if it's the truth. It's just what I think. So that's a friendly reminder. Yeah, just like this shit up. Subscribe if you're new. As I already have a lot of subscriptions because it's been going crazy. Comment, idea. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.